Cage Vines, Micah Frankel alongside the FightWorld Amateur Lightweight Champion, John Wick Merino.
Yes, sir.
How's that sound, sir?
Yeah, it sounds good, man. Yeah, it sounds like something that I've been saying I was for a long time, and it's good to finally have that thing that confirms, you know?
FightWorld 40.
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel Romero.
Yep.
That was a tenacious ass fight. That was as close as they get. What did you think as the action's going on, as the 5 rounds are playing out?
Yeah, it was back and forth, man, and I came ready for anything he was gonna bring, but in his past fights, he wasn't as heavy of a wrestler. I knew he was a wrestler, and I knew that was probably what he was gonna try to do with me, but it looked like in his fights, he had some, you know, crisp striking, and I was thinking we were gonna have more chance to, you know, throw at range, but he was on me, relentlessly shooting, and it was a different fight than I envisioned, but I'm glad that it went the way it did.
How much did it surprise you, that manner? Because I was surprised. He kept telling me he wanted to kill you, basically.
Yeah. No, I know. I saw his interview. Yeah, surprising, but I mean, it's a cage fight. It's, you know, there's gonna be a million moments that are surprising. So, that being said, you know, the way I prepare, I was ready for anything that could have happened. So, you know, surprised, I don't know.
Were you surprised by the scorecards they're getting read? It's a split decision. Or are you hearing this and you're like, it kind of felt close?
Well, I knew he had a lot of control. He was on top. He had a lot of takedowns. I knew the damage that I was doing. You know, my concern was that the refs weren't able to see it. A lot of the times when I was hitting him, it was in these real close clinch situations where, you know, his head is kind of in between my legs and I'm just peppering him. You know, the way I was hitting was like a lot of the shots were with like the palm of my hand, trying to avoid that glove, and I know they were damaging him, and I knew, you know, that I was causing damage, and damage is the biggest scoring criteria. So at the end of it, I was pretty confident that I won, but anything can happen, and that's why you don't want to go to a decision ever. And you know, that's just that's what it is. So.
What do you mean, getting that title wrapped around your waist?
Yeah, like I said, man, that was everything. I've worked really hard. You know, that title means all the sacrifice that I've done, and like time spent in the gym, injuries that I've had, you know, like all of that stuff it's got a meaning, you know, and the meaning was I'm the champ, you know, I fucking earned it. So
5 years of work, they're kind of a bunch of memories that feel like almost a little bit of a culmination.
Oh, yeah.
Things kind of rushed into hitting you.
You know, it didn't hit me. It took a while to hit me, you know. I still you know, think about it. I'm like, damn, you know, that's cool. That was a cool thing to do. But you know, in the moment, it's like any other fight. Whether there's a title or anything else, it's all the same. You know, it's just a fight. So.
You won it. Now you got to go defend it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the thoughts on getting the call and being set up right away, quick turnaround, putting it right on the line?
Yep. Awesome. You know, I'm trying to stay active. I think I fought 6 times this year, if you count my boxing fight. So from December until, or no, I will have fought 6 times in November. So, you know, it's just another fight, man. So I'm glad that I get to stay active. I'm glad that I've been healthy this year and have been able to do what I love. So,
talking about health, you've mentioned it a few times. 5 years, what's continued that fire burning that has you returning and fully committing to this journey?
I think I think I guess most of my life I was scared or angry or, a combination of both. And I think since finding training, 5 years ago or whatever it was, those voices started to get quiet, and there's not much that scares me anymore. And, I'm not, I guess I'm not angry. I guess it's more of a directed anger. I get to get it out, I have an outlet. So,
So what were the realizations because this seems like it was a deep spiritual kind of learning who you are.
Yeah. I think that spiritual thing, like you said, is exactly what it was. There's something in me, it's like the warrior spirit. This is something that my teammate Santi has talked about. If you have that warrior spirit, you have to get it out somehow. If I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be at war with something else, and this is just the perfect outlet. You get to be a modern day gladiator, and it's I don't know, it's inside me.
Was there a person? Was there something you saw on TV? What was the inspiration for getting us to this journey, what you're doing now?
I don't know, man. I think I grew up, my brother was a soldier, and my grandfather was a soldier, uncle was a soldier. I have, and I kind of grew up with stories of them, or not so much stories, but just I venerated them, looked up to them, and I think having that as a kid, just always thinking about that lifestyle or like that honor that they had was just something I had to get out of me.
Long journey, a lot of hurdles. What do you feel has been the biggest challenge so far?
I've been fortunate in the past year of fights. I haven't experienced a ton of adversity. I've gotten hit a couple times, but for the most part, I've walked out of my fights pretty unscathed. I think the adversity that I've faced has been like managing life along with fighting, because I sacrifice so much, and because I make fighting the biggest part of my life. Everything else sort of falls below it. It's been managing relationships and jobs. I own my own business, doing all of that in conjunction with fighting is, it's hard, but I mean, hey, that's a good problem to have,
Man, we're getting heavy. Let's line it up. What some of the fans don't know about you?
Oh boy, something they don't know. I don't know, man. I'm pretty boring. Like I said, all I do is train. I guess something interesting. I was thinking. I put pictures of my opponents all across my house, and I think that's something I don't think everyone else does. But that might be something they don't know. I'll talk to pictures. So.
I'm guessing John doesn't have roommates.
Huh? I do, actually. Yeah. I live with my brother, so yeah.
So he understands it.
He sees them. Yeah, he's just as crazy though. So I think, he sees it.
So Marvin Sandoval is all over the house right now?
Yep, he's around every corner. So
being around every corner. You're unbeaten. He's unbeaten. It's a small scene here. Have you had the opportunity to watch him fight before?
Yeah. I've seen his fights. I think I've seen 2 of them. And yeah, he's a tough dude. Fast hands. He's gonna come to fight. So that's exciting. I'm excited for this fight.
You're a striker, obviously going to welcome that part. You are a tall ass lightweight. I'm guessing range is what we're going to be talking about would be your advantage.
I think, always, if you're the longer guy, you want to keep that range advantage. My biggest advantage is I'm comfortable anywhere. I'm adaptable. Wherever this fight goes, I'll be ready for it. And to expand on that, my preparation is, I think, my advantage. No one works harder than me.
Do you kind of have a idea? Are you visioning how you feel this fight's going to play out?
Yeah. I envision it all the time. By the time I get in the cage, I've thought about it extensively. I think I have an idea of how it's going to go.
Okay, so we're sure he's envisioning he's going to win. Do you see this being a war? Do you see this kind of being an exchange on the feet?
I don't see it being a war. I'm ready for that, and talking about that visualization, I've visualized it, and I am ready for that if it comes to it. But I don't envision it being a war. I think I'm on a different level.
I'm starting to get an idea where we got the Wick from. Who did coin you with the John Wick Merino nickname?
I think that was Freddie. Yeah, my coach, Freddie Sandoval. I think he. So at any given point, he's got one of the John Wick movies playing in his Escalade, and I think, that was a Freddie one.
A Freddie creation.
Yeah,
he's just like, there's some similarities. I'm feeling it.
Yeah. So
FightWorld 40, you won the belt. How did you feel that night made you a better fighter?
Man, every fight, you learn so much. I learned, there was some holes in my wrestling game, which you probably saw from the last fight. You'll also see throughout the fight, I got better and, adapted to those things that he was throwing at me that I didn't expect. But the biggest thing was my wrestling has improved a ton since that last fight. I needed an opponent like Zeke to really make me understand that wrestling aspect.
Marvin skilled, fast hands. You mentioned that.
Yep.
You got the pressure of defending your title. How much do you feel there is to gain with all these circumstances put together for you?
I don't know. I don't think too much about what happens after. The goal is just to win this fight in dominant fashion.
So it's Saturday, November 22nd, Revel Entertainment Center. We'll see you guys all out there. FightWorld 41. This man defends his amateur lightweight title.
Let's get it.
Right.